Hello. I would like to share two things. One, my experience of VBS reflecting on my slow growing relationship with God when I was a child. And number two, how my husband and I witnessed our daughter's journey in continuing development in having a relationship with God last week. As a family and at a deeper level, there was an impact on how we were getting to know God more and in really gaining a little more understanding of what he does. Now back to the first point. When I was a little girl, I was about 9 years old, and I was growing up in Simi Valley near a hill that has a cross right at the top. It was near the cross street of Madera and Los Angeles Avenue. I saw that cross almost every day, and it had meant something to me, even though I did not really know God at the time. I knew of Jesus, but I did not know or quite fully understand his purpose for us. I was not committed nor educated about him because I did not grow up in a household that talked about God. Over time, I was invited to neighbor friends' churches, and I learned bits and pieces about what Jesus did. One of the things that I remember understanding is that no matter where I go, Jesus will always be in my heart. He's not going anywhere. And that was it. I did not experience a camp like VBS. When I was 11, I moved away to another state, and I no longer saw that cross that reminded me of something bigger than us. Though I was not around that cross, I still held on to the concept of God by praying for other people that were close to me. But I still did not really know God. I knew of him, but I did not know him. In high school and being out in the world, I did not have a solid relationship with God. I had nothing to hold on to except for praying for other people at night before I sleep. I really enjoyed doing that. I still did not know God. I went with the flow and did the best I could in dealing with what life threw at me. My husband, he grew up Catholic and thought about God less and less at some point in his life. We, as a family, we all believed in God, but did not commit to a continuing and growing relationship with him. We didn't fully include him. After my experience with VBS, God's words have given us more love, wisdom, and peace, with a different perspective of where my family and I are in our lives right now. What was missing in my life in the past, even though I was baptized 15 years ago, was my commitment in growing my relationship with him. I noticed this pattern with my family. Commitment in developing a stronger relationship with God. Let him be in our lives more. This is what VBS has done for us while we watched our daughter learn the verses from the Bible. Learning the 5 verses last week, my family and I were able to discuss about forgiveness, how to deal with a broken heart, and about what trusting God really means. Making the commitment to talk about God's words within the family is so important. My family and I agreed to be committed by learning God's words, even though all this time we knew of him. But now we understand we need to work on a growing relationship with him. And this commitment will also help us grow as a family in a mature way. This is what VBS did for us. Even though VBS was established a long time ago in 1894, about 121 years ago, and I never heard of it, my family and I felt that VBS is a new-fashioned way of education to learn about God, to grow a stronger relationship with God. By the way, my daughter is now 9 years old, and that cross over by Madeira and Los Angeles Avenue is still on top of that hill. God was always holding on to us. Now, we, as a family, are holding on to him. Hold on.
Hello. Maybe I can speak for myself? Yeah? Okay. I'll try not to choke up. I can get away with signing and not crying. I'd like to have my daughter come up. Joan is my daughter's godmother, and we'd like to show appreciation of introducing her to VBS. We never knew about it, so it really impacted on our family. So I want to say a few words.
Joan, thank you for enrolling me in Vacation Bible School. I had a good time learning about God and becoming closer to him. You are the world's greatest godmother.